The thing that I'm most excited about in terms of EDT's current work is some of the really interesting projects that we're working on in our AI lab based in Israel. But we do have people all over the world actually working on some of these initiatives. We're collaborating with some of our favourite clients on these experiments, and they include some really interesting new perspectives on the way cases can be run for investigations and litigation. The sorts of things that we're looking at are, of course, sentiment analysis has been around for a while and a lot of people are working in that area, but we've got some really cool stuff happening, particularly in relation to things like profanity detection. We've found actually our hypothesis is actually being well supported by our experiments, and that is that when people are under stress or doing something that they probably shouldn't be doing, there's a chance that they'll possibly be using profanity a little bit more frequently in their dialogue and their communications. So developing tools that are based on natural language processing or machine learning to actually pick up on that stress or that particular terminology or agitation is a really effective way to often get right at the kernel of the good stuff in a data set. Some of the other things we're working on include I guess a bit of a relook at the way machine learning is applied to the review and analysis of documents. So for example, TAR and CAL and those sorts of things have been around for a long time, but we're really trying to re-engineer the way that's done, and our hypothesis is based on a very, very powerful, we think, leading edge tool and algorithm that does similarity analysis very quickly, very effectively, pulling out the key features of documents and enabling an investigator or a lawyer to really hone in on documents that are similar to the documents that have already been found. And this approach can be very effective, particularly if you're in receipt of an enormous avalanche of material from the other side and you just want to quickly find all the documents that are very similar to the one or two hot documents you've already found. It doesn't suit all workflows, but it's a really effective way to apply some unsupervised machine learning to traditional e-discovery workflows. Some of the other things we're working on include conversation, an emphasis on conversation as opposed to documents. Our perspective and our product vision is really all about communications, conversations and interactions between people, and the analysis of people, the key people in the case, and the interactions and the communications that they're having with each other. Not documents. The whole document paradigm is now one that I think we've got to leave behind. And for too long we've been shoehorning the email model into a document paradigm. I think we've got to stop doing that and stop seeing these cases as document management projects and more seeing them as investigative communication analysis opportunities, and that's where our product vision is I guess a little bit different to what we're seeing in the competitive market space. So it's a pretty exciting time for EDT. We've grown by about 500% in the last 2 years. I've got an amazing team, and I'm so proud of the wonderful people that have decided to join the company, and it's a really great time to be doing things a bit differently, hence the icon of the zebra.